Right. This is a tech test to see if I have fixed our bitrate issues. It appears immediately I have not. Huh. So, wait, oh, okay. Here, just since this is a test, it's gonna get deleted anyways, doesn't matter. So the problem we've been facing when we stream is that despite the fact that nothing has changed in our settings, we're dropping a ton of frames. And we stream at 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080 resolution, I'm pretty sure. And our bitrate is the recommended 6000. And our key interval is the recommended 2. And our frames per second is 60, in accordance with everything Twitch requests. And despite that, we still drop. Last stream, I think we dropped close to 50% of our frames. Right now, we're dropping around 18%. And it seems like one of the biggest issues is that our upload speed, despite the fact that we have like 900 megs of upload speed capable, isn't stable. It stays at 6,000 for a while, and then it drops down to like 3,500, then it jumps up to 4,500, then it jumps up to 9,000, like out of nowhere, and it's just not stable, and I don't know what needs to be done to fix that. Because like if we want to stream more in the future, which we do, I don't want to have streams where it's super choppy, and then people in the channel think that there's something wrong with their shit, and they say things like, "Oh, why is it choppy?" Yeah. So right now it says we're dropping a grand total of 13%. That number is coming down the longer I'm on here, so it looks like it's stabilizing. Yeah, like I just got another notification, like 25% dropped a few seconds ago. Because the bitrate just does not stay put. It will not stay at a flat 6,000. It's just all over the fucking place. And if I check my stream monitoring, restream, which may be giving me double audio right now. Says your bitrate settings is out of recommended for Twitch. Please set bitrate value less than 6,000. But it's like, I can't set it for less than 6,000 if I want to stream at the proper thing. It doesn't make any sense. Like, none of this makes sense. So I guess I'm gonna just do some Googling. Stream not stable at 6K bits per second. You should consider a bitrate between 4,000 and 6,000. Yeah, like we're down to 9% of frames dropped, so it's not super unstable. I wonder if I should just reduce it to like 5,500. What up, Glitch? Yes, it is a test. What up, Jamie? Thank you for joining us. I don't know why. It's just thank you for joining. It's just me. This is like a break that I have from work that I'm just trying to fix this. Like totally transparent. I just want to play Fallout 76 with Robin, and before I get into the pain of getting out a video capture device to capture her computer so that I can swap between my perspective and her perspective as we play, or finding someplace online where we can do a simulcast stream where anyone can just choose whether or not they want to watch her or me. I just want to make sure that Yeah, the show was so good. We loved it, man, and it's just been so much fun to watch that we really want to play Fallout 76. We can play Fallout together. So before I invest all the time into making that setup, I just want to make sure the most basic thing, which is just our stream, is stable again. Because when we were doing Baldur's Gate the last few times, it threw so many errors, and going back and watching it just seems like it's running at the wrong frames per second for whatever reason. The sound comes through just fine, so I know that it's specific to the video. You know, it's got another 25% dropped over the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes ago. Yeah, it seems like it's steady at like just above 6K, which might be causing the problem. Maybe if I set to like 5,500, you know? If I set to 5,500, it won't have too many issues. The other problem, and the reason I cannot troubleshoot this unless I'm doing a test, is, and I should really disable the notifications, is that I have to turn off the stream to adjust the bitrate. There's got to be a way you can adjust the bitrate. You know what? While we're Googling shit, how to adjust your bitrate without disconnecting. How do I change my bitrate while live?
Process here, guys, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So all you have to do is select the File tab and then Settings. On the left side, you want to select the Output entry, and where it says Video Bitrate under Streaming, you can click inside of here, and you can adjust it by actually typing a number in, or you can go up or down. It goes in increments of 50 kilobits per second, and then you would start applying OK to save.
I know how to do that. It's the most basic shit ever.
So it was
cool. It's weird that under how do I change my bitrate live, that's the video that it had. So I do think that I have to disconnect entirely. Chunk says, hello friends, I'm still at work, so I'll be a ghost listener till I get off in an hour. It's just a test. I'm just trying to fix our bitrate issues, so no worries. Not a ton of interaction will be necessary. I think what I'm going to do is stop the stream so that I can adjust this, and then switch it over to 5500 and then see how that goes. It's spooky. Yeah, because it's just all over the place, man. Like, it goes from 5,500 to 7,200 and then back down to 6,000. Shout out to Captain Fake, who just resubscribed for the 6th month in a row. It's just a tech test, I swear. I don't know if it's sending out the right notification. I think it sent out the Discord notification that we're streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Which is my fault. I need to fix this. Social alerts. Yep, sure did. Can I just disable this right now? I don't know. I have a lot of things that I need to check on. I just want to get this fixed that we can stream later. Maybe later today. Yeah, if everyone's like, are they playing WoW today? Fuck, I wish. Robin is not a fan of WoW. Otherwise, like, I would have us play a lot. I love WoW. Yeah, let's see these notifications. It told me that it's no longer doing notifications, and then it sent the notification. So, let's just go ahead and delete that message. It says alerts are no longer supported, yet it's sending alerts. I don't want to disconnect stuff, but I also don't want to spam people with alerts every time I go live. Excuse me. What to do, huh? Let's also check the Scarish Facebook post. I think Robin just messaged me to be like, are you fucking streaming without me? Nah. We're good. Alright. So easy peasy. Let's just go ahead and just put stream tech test as our alert. That's all I'm gonna do. Easy enough. Update. And then people can ignore if need be. So I just keep saying that like it's too high. And that's the thing, is like it's just not stable. It's fluctuating so much. So I just don't know. Bitrate fluctuation, Streamlabs. The most painful thing is when you didn't change anything. And it just goes fucking bonkers. Okay, there's a feature called Streamlab Desktop's dynamic bitrate, which adjusts it automatically, which I definitely don't want. Settings, advanced. Yeah, it's not set to dynamically change it. That's so weird. Yeah, it's just me right now. Just trying to do a tech test to get our stuff running. It's only dropping 7% of the frames now, instead of like the ridiculous 50%. But I do still see the fluctuations happening. So let me just run around and see if it triggers it more or less. Faye says, okay, but will you be streaming your reaction to the surprise Taylor Swift double album today? I will not. But, you know, once I have a chance to consume that content, I'll give you a hot take on it. Librum says, hello, it's been so long since I've watched a stream. Well, thank you for jumping in here. It's only a tech test, but we will have streams coming up in the future. And full disclosure, I really want to have a Fallout 76 stream. Because I just really want to play it, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're not dropping more frames as I run around, so that's a good thing. It's just that bitrate, man. That bitrate just does not stay stable. Dynamically change bitrate when dropping frames while streaming. Okay, let's try this. It hasn't been on, so let's turn it on and see what happens. See if that solves the problem. I don't think it's going to solve the problem at all. As soon as I check that box, it's like all fucking over the place, which is super annoying. I've reset my router, I've reset my computer, I've reset my modem, and it's just like, we have done so many streams from this house for the last year and a half and not had this issue, and for the last 3 streams, the bitrate is just so fucking wildly all over the place. And it just drops frames, man. It just makes the stream choppy, and it's frustrating having super fast internet and no fucking clue why the bitrate won't remain stable. I mean, it's just like, it just dropped down to 3,000 out of nowhere. It needs to stay at a flat 6,000, and it's just fucking all over the place. Well, first of all, let's go in there and check off that stupid dynamic streaming bullshit. That was not the solution that we were hoping it would be. Turn that off. Alright, let's see if there is anything on here that makes sense. This is the part that's hard, is like, I don't know what to do to fix this. The internet doesn't have any advice whatsoever. So because of that, I'm just like going through menus to try and find something to fix a problem that has not happened in the past, that is just suddenly happening. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Let's run a speed test on this computer that we are streaming from. All right, our current download, 850 megs a second, pretty good. Our current upload is 912 megs a second, and I'm asking it to upload 6 megs a second, and it won't stay. I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. Extreme bitrate fluctuations. I have everything set to exactly what it tells me to have it set to, and it says like, this is the best settings for this, and it's just like, cool. I mean, I'm doing it. Twitch recommends a bitrate range of 3,000 to 6,000 kilobytes per second. Yeah, I got that. And it's stating that for 1080p, 60 frames per second, it recommends 6,000, which I am at. Still dropping 6% of our frames, though. So, doesn't make any sense having a connection like that and having my upload speed be completely unstable. So here's what we're going to do. Since it seems like it just likes to fluctuate, and it might be caused by the fact that I'm over this 6,000 cap, which the internet doesn't actually think exists. It also might be because I'm going through Restream, and Restream might be causing this issue because I'm going slightly above 6,000. I'm going to shut us down. I'm going to switch it to 5,500. Maybe just, I'm going to switch it to 5,000 and bring it back up. So if you get another notification, it was me doing that. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back up. Streaming at 5,000K. We're at 5144 kbps, just spiked up to 6,500, dropped down to 3,000. We haven't dropped any frames though, so that's a good thing. We'll see how long that takes. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna check. You know, we're not gonna check any more settings. Thank you so much, Junkster, for resubscribing for the 29th month. You're amazing. Also, your cat is adorable. I love seeing the pictures that you're posting of your cat. I hope it's not weird that I like pretty much every single one of them, but I like pets and I like Instagram. I'm on it a lot, so. All right. Just got a notification from work. I might be on a break, but I want to make sure I'm taking care of people still. All right, we're at 0 frames drop now. So I think the issue might have been straight up that despite the fact that I had it set for 6,000, those fluctuations in the baseline were just slightly above 6,000. And maybe Twitch's cap of 6K before, because the internet for the longest time said it's not real. It's just something they say to try and get you to stream at a lower bitrate. Maybe it became real at some point, or something with my ISP, or maybe Restream itself. I know I'm just talking to myself, and you guys probably don't care about this, but Restream, basically, when you broadcast to it, splits your stream and sends your stream to Twitch and to YouTube. So we can simulcast, and we do that because we have both of those channels, and YouTube saves our streams and puts them into video format, and they just stay there, whereas Twitch only saves it for 30 days. So cool. Can I transmute something right now? I can. All right, let's make a Cardinal Ruby, everyone. Cross your fingers and hope we get an extra one. Nope, just one. Okay. Alright, I'm going to finish doing this so I can burn out some clock, and then I'll just shut us down, and then I'll start building out something for Fallout 76. Because we're not dropping any frames right now. And I'll check the quality of the stream, because it seems to be doing just fine. These things are selling for, okay, 120 is a better representation of that price. This is the thing that pisses me off about WoW. This is what a broken economy looks like, folks. To make this thing, I need to use one Eternal Flame, which costs 32 gold, and one Scarlet Ruby, which costs 40, which adds up to be 72, and I can sell it for 119, which isn't bad. But just until recently, this thing was like 60, and this thing was 100, so it was like, you spend $160 to create something where you can sell it for 120. So you lose money every time you do crafting, which is a pain in the nuts, but no one cares about that. Let's go ahead and GTFO. I won't exit that game quite yet. Yeah, everything looks stable at 5,000, so it looks like that might be our solution, and I will feel comfortable building out a multi-stream solution for watching me and Robin play a game on 2 separate PCs. It's easy with Baldur's Gate because we're both on the same screen and I can just follow her, but if we did something like Fallout 76, to be completely blunt, Robin is not someone who, if you're doing a co-op game with them, will stay near you. She's just going to run the fuck off and do her own thing. And I encourage that. I think that's great. Because it's kind of fun, because like when you fall into like trouble and then someone runs over and saves you, like it's super funny. It's just hilarious, you know? That said, if you're watching and you're watching to see 2 people play together and one of them is constantly missing, you might think to yourself, like, where are they? And I would love to have people have the option to switch who they're watching. So I'm going to try and develop something along those lines. Worst case scenario, it's totally her. Worst case scenario, I have a capture card where I can run from her computer to the capture card and then capture it on my PC. So I can have like this scene like you're seeing right now, and then I can press a button and it'll just switch to her webcam and her game. Because they'll just both be input feeds. One I'll be capturing off my own computer, and the other I'll be captioning off of that input card. It might stress out my PC a lot, but hey, I paid a lot of money for this fucking thing, so it should be able to handle it. And that's why I was just like, I have to figure out what the problem is with the stream, because if it's still going to be choppy as shit and dropping half the frames, I'm not going to go through the trouble of digging out the capture card and all that other fun stuff. But I know there's websites out there that should like allow for simul streaming as well, so I'm going to dig into those and excuse me. See what I can do, because I really do want to play some games we can do that. But yep, anyways, it looks like we got this thing figured out, so we just had to drop it below 6,000. We used to stream at 8,000 for the longest time. We never had an issue, so it looks like we're not able to do that anymore. But hey, things seem stable now. This is wow, this is my character, guys. Doesn't he look cool? Oh my god, his helmet looks so lame. Can I take it off? There. I used to be like, he looks so much like me now, except he has long hair. So lame. I'm such a fucking lame ass. I usually make like characters that look nothing like me, but my original WoW character had black hair and no wrinkles or anything. And because this is WoW Classic and I decided to reactivate and relive the playing days 20 years ago, I made my character the old version, since I'm the old version of me now. Well, fun stuff. Shout out to Goofy Looking for following on Twitch. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude. I don't really play this that much anymore, but I still have my subscription active. I basically just make gems and sell them. I'm essentially an NPC at this point, but yeah, we're gonna play something like Baldur's Gate or Fallout 76. I really want to play Lethal Company, but Robin's like not into it. Or Helldivers. I really want to play some fucking Helldivers too. Then I'm going to build out this new setup now that this is working, so that you folks can hopefully switch back and forth between either my perspective or Robin's perspective. And yeah, I'll stop talking and I'll go back to my actual capital J job and build that shit out probably around 2 o'clock. So, have you played Content Warning? I've not. I've heard of it though. I think actually Robin was the one who told me about it. Let me go look it up. No, it wasn't Robin, it was someone else. Content Warning. I've already searched this. It's in my search history. It's like you're filming creepy stuff. Here's the thing. I'm always down to play these games, especially co-op horror games. We had this plan, and I say we meaning I, that we were going to start regularly streaming Phasmophobia, because at the time it was new. So obviously this tells you how old this plan is, and I thought it would be really good. We were doing still we were doing 2 podcasts an episode at the time, and I wanted to have 2 episodes come out a week and 1 weekly stream of us playing Phasmophobia to try and build a Twitch audience. And so we downloaded it, and I was like, let's go through the tutorial. I had a setup built out for us back then in our old house on our old internet. And so we're like, let's learn to play. Robin was like, okay, cool. And most of the time, because I usually think of these ideas that are very ambitious, I try and get things to the point where all Robin has to do is show up. Show up and play and be hilarious, and we can have fun. Standing in my spotlight, bitch. Why is he so huge? I don't know, but he's gone now. Anyways, we couldn't get through the tutorial. Robin got so scared and so filled with anxiety. She closed the game, she uninstalled the game, and she messaged Steam and demanded a refund, which they issued to her immediately. Which sucks, because I really want to play it. I thought it'd been really fun, and it's so funny to me that Robin gets scared at stuff like Phasmophobia. I think it's probably because it's it's first person versus something like, Resident Evil, where you have all these fucking zombies bearing down on you trying to murder you, and she loves those games. Or Silent Hills, there's no really accounting for when a game is just not going to vibe with Robin, and that was one that I was just like, oh man, so close. And Lethal Company kind of feels that way, and Content Warning looks a lot like Phasmophobia, but you just never know, you know? So thank you for recommending it. I'm going to show it to Robin and see what she thinks, because it really comes down to whether or not... She also gets super nauseous. She gets motion sick from playing games. So she has to take Dramamine prior to. So if it's something she's not like super into, it's hard to pitch her on like, sure you don't want to take some drugs and play this game with me? Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Glitch says she'll not like Content Warning. Good to know, but hey, let's give it a shot. You know, I'm gonna ask. And then I really had the urge to play Among Us earlier today too. So if let's say this, if I cannot get a Fallout 76 simul stream setup built out, I might just say like, hey, fuck it, let's just stream Among Us like tomorrow, next week, sometime. Who knows? But I've had the urge to play, and honestly, playing with a big group of friends would be fun to do. And I know we've talked about trying to install that proc chat mod. That's kind of hard when you have microphones in front of both Robin and I's face. But yeah, I just want to start streaming games again, man. We don't have a whole lot of story times to read anymore, but I think it'd be just fun to do. And we've had a lot of fun playing Baldur's Gate 3, but I think we need some variety right now. So, anywho, I'm gonna go back to work. Thank you guys for joining me for this tech test. Looks like we got this thing licked, so you will hopefully see us here soon. I'm not going to jump out until I read Goofy Lookin's message. Yeah, from what I've seen, Content Warning is a very shaky game. Right on. Sometimes it's like the frames per second can get to her. So sometimes like the older games, like the 30 frames per second shakier games, aren't as bad on her. And like really smooth games can get to her. Like we play Modern Warfare, and she has to take Dramamine for that. She loves it though, so she's totally willing to do it. And that game, you know, isn't shaky by any means, especially if you're just standing still. It's probably too smooth is the best way to put it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try some shit out, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. So hopefully you'll see our lovely faces here soon.